Yo, 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 yo.
What's up?
Welcome to the Daily Face. We are your hosts. My name is Double O Twin.
J Money.
What's up, car fam? It's your man, Ross.
And welcome to the Daily Face. This is episode 7.
Yes, sir. 7, baby. 7.
What are y'all over there talking? What are y'all over there whispering about?
Ross is over here.
Because I switched it up on him.
Yeah, Ross is trolling. You know, yeah.
Trolling. But what's going on? Tell me how your day, how your weekend been, Jay?
Shit, it's been straight though. You know, I've been a little busy though. You know, I had to celebrate my auntie birthday the other day on the 31st.
Oh, go ahead, shout out. Happy birthday, auntie.
Happy birthday, auntie. You know, the whole family came out. You know, there was grilling. You know what I'm saying? All the aunties and the uncles over there playing the card games. So, you know, it was nice though. You know, I was kicking it with the fam.
And you ain't bring no plates.
Yeah, that joint was over with when they started cooking it. That shit was gone. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Nothing else?
Nah, I just been chilling playing COD though. I've been playing Call of Duty 6. I've been saying I'm the best one here, but don't nobody want to believe me though.
Man, you got a P5.
We haven't even gotten in the lobby yet, man.
I'm in there.
You ain't give me your gamer tag. We hop on Apex.
Fool.
We play Apex.
I'm already
send me a gamer tag.
I'm already 57.
Okay.
I just got it. I'm already 57, so you know I've been putting in the grind. You feel me?
I see somebody playing on your account though.
Nah. It's all been me. You know what I'm saying? My ratio right now is crazy on the pod thing. I think I'm averaging like 2 point something kills, death per round.
See, I mess with the zombies a little bit more.
I mean, we had our little run in.
Me in that. Oh yeah, that was a good run.
Yeah, we got to like level.
I did play with Jay.
We got to like level 40.
On zombies?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was getting to it. It was repetitive. It was the same shit.
Was this online?
Yeah.
All right.
It was just the same shit. I ain't know you had to evac though. You had to evac out. This is something new.
Yeah, they was bullshitting. But what about you, Ross? Anything's going on this weekend today?
Been handling some car repairs this afternoon, but we switched it up. Late night pod. We getting right to it. Episode 7.
Episode 7, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I'm chilling. I think I can dive right into the tastemakers. What y'all think?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Tastemakers. So I'm going to go easy pick with it. Icewear Vizzo, Big Sean, and Peasy.
Detroit.
All right. Worth something. I'm going to Detroit's finest. So all three of them teamed up. It was a nice little listening when I found this. I said, okay, so you know, Icewear, Vizzo, Big Sean, Peasy, they're gonna give it to you. So I like that. I like to see Sean on the record. He was actually the surprise for me, teaming up with Vizzo and Peasy. So I love to see more from them. Hopefully we could get a little Michigan project, a little something like that. So I don't know. Next, I got the boy and featuring Rex Life Raj. Song's called Have Faith. So dudes from Vallejo, I don't know if that's far.
Vallejo?
Yeah.
Like California Vallejo? Oh, I don't know what that is.
That's an hour or so.
Is that an hour Vallejo?
But yeah, he's from out there. And Rex Life Raj, he's from Cali as well. I like their song called Have Faith. It's a nice little vibe, I guess. The Rex Life Raj dude, I think he really sold the feature. He really carried the record for this feature. Like he just kind of gave me like, it's like you listening to some LA shit and it's just like you get a Vori or a Friday.
Yeah. So it's more melodic tone?
Yeah, with his feature, but yeah, you know, the boy or day boy, he still gives it to you. So I like him. He's a new artist. I found out to me, so I wanted to share him with y'all. But lastly, I got Lil Durk. And we're gonna get to him later down the road, of course, because you know he dropped he dropped the project. So, but Lil Durk, I'm doing a lot.
That was a good song. What made you gravitate to that being your favorite?
It was just a record that I didn't want to pick something that was old, and it was something new off the project. Like I said, like
it was a low key banger though.
Yeah,
it was a low key banger.
I think it's a sleeper. I think people will gravitate to it a little bit later, but that's a good 3P for me from that. So y'all go ahead and enjoy that.
I'm giving y'all another banger from R2R Mode to start off.
R2R.
This week. We're gonna go ahead with Hawk'em as a single with a music video first scene we have is R2R in a room. Like I tell y'all, I like to give y'all the visual of these music videos, but we got R2R in a room with the Doberman. We got a different kind of black and white kind of gray color scheme going. 808s and the kicks and the beats is the first thing you're going to notice when you play the song. That's what kind of really stood out to me. And just another single, again, for 2025. So we want to see more singles from R2R. So definitely be expected to keep seeing him in weekly playlists that we keep giving y'all. But the next one we're going to go ahead and give you is Righteous Kill from Fuckboy, who is a producer. And that's from his album, What Fuckboy. But this is the thing, though. You've heard a few songs from him.
Yeah, I have.
You've heard a few songs from him.
I like the name. That's why I chuckled.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the name.
So this is from his most released tape, What the Fuck 3.
He just geek. It's probably fire too.
What the fuck? Because this is the thing. It's a sequence. So we have What the Fuck 1, What the Fuck 2, and we got WTF 3. So 20 single project. We have artists that we listen to, Cash Cobain. We have BTB Dez.
Okay.
Y'all know BTB Dez, right?
Yeah.
So reason why I wanted to mention him is because he also produced the song More of Your Love that he made, that single. So that was cool that he got him on this tape. And then Chow Lee. And Chow Lee was on the previous tape as well. I don't know if he was on what the WTF one, but he was on the previous tape. So it was cool that this project came out, and I'm already gravitating to a few singles, and this is one of them. So definitely this made my list for the Tastemaker this week. And then we're going to go ahead and finish it off with Georgiana. Twin kind of introduced the sound to me. I've heard of her music before, but now I feel like I'm kind of gravitating to her more recent singles. So this one is going to be Walk Sauce. This is going to be a soulful beat. She's rapping over a soulful beat and looking into...
She's rapping on beat.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing. She does... But that's the thing, though. I feel like that's her cadence. That's her cadence, and that's what's working right now. But as far as this beat, it's soulful. Real soulful beat. I enjoyed the song through. A lot of people hating on her cadence, but again, I see the growth. Especially if we keep getting these type of beats, maybe an EP, and let's see if definitely the lyrics kind of align with it. So hopefully we get more singles, like I said, in the more soulful, upbeat, and this is definitely gonna be I say more of a vibe. We got West Coast in here. We got Detroit going, and we're going to let John give you his final. But definitely keep up with the Tastemaker as we keep putting it out on Apple Music and Spotify.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for that. Twin just stated that, he went with a new song. I went with an old song that's already been out. I don't know what it is, but this song... Late Night Checkout with Lil Durk and Honcho. Oh, that shit! I don't know that song was just I don't know, bro. Like it just damn. When I heard that, Honcho killed it. So and Honcho's one of my favorite artists too. So I remember when I used to be out there back in your room having you crank that Honcho. You already know that.
I be sleeping on them.
You be sleeping on Honcho.
But not this record.
Yeah, this record was hard. And then my second is Vori, Prime on Peachtree. It's his new album that he dropped, You Made Me This Way. It's 22 songs on the album. And it's crazy because he has a feature with Bass Swag.
Okay, I gotta listen to that one.
He got a feature with Bass Swag, and that song was hard.
So Vori times Bass Swag, that's probably be a little different.
Yeah, it's different, bro. You'll like it. You let me know how you like it.
Okay,
all right. And then my last is just another Chicago native. It's a throwback song, but it's just when I don't give a fuck. This is just the type of song I listen to. Is We Don't Care by G Herbo.
Okay, so we got Midwest in here.
Yeah, so I always got to keep some Herbo in my playlist. Herbo he just be speaking, bro. But that's my 3. You let me know how you like it. Let me know if you fuck with the Vori shit because it's going hard right now and it's booming.
I'm gonna definitely check that one out, Jay.
That's my 3. Let me know which one you like.
We got Lil Durk, Deep Thoughts. The album is finally out.
I was shocked that it released.
Nah, why? I
thought it was gonna be a pushback, bro. I thought.
Nah, he was rolling it out this time. I mean, he needed to. It was time.
Yeah, Durk don't need that bread.
It was time. But the project's out. 17 songs. We already told y'all the feature list didn't change. So Future, we got a Future. We got Huncho. We got Janae Aiko. What do y'all think? And what was y'all first reactions when y'all first listened to the project?
The rollout. I feel like definitely the documentary was part of definitely the rollout, but him obviously not being able to do the traditional rollout as an artist is going to affect the project.
Free Durk.
We don't know if this was originally what he was going to put out.
I don't think it was going to be what he put out, though. I don't think so, because when I was listening to the album, it was kind of like I gotta listen to it again for me to really, gravitate towards the album.
I feel like that's just what any album I know, but.
No, but you had some albums where you heard it and you were just like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just didn't find an immediate hit.
Yeah.
I think
they had some.
Yeah. But I think that's to what we were saying last week. It was just some of the songs that was already there.
Yeah.
I want to note Southside on production.
Southside.
Touch of Trent.
Okay.
And then we had Little Yachty as well on production.
DJ Bands. But Yachty,
he on Untouchable.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like you can see his touch on that.
Okay.
On the production end.
I got to go back and now listen through that lens. I didn't peep that going in, but that's interesting. But overall, I did enjoy the project. I mean, a Durk project, you're either going to get one or two ways. You're going to get no auto or you're going to get melody. And I feel like
this was no auto.
I feel like it was a little mix of both.
I'm counterintuitive to what I'm saying, but he did the best to blend the records. And to your point, I don't know if his songs he might have not won, but overall he had the final say so with the team and when he picked them all out.
Yeah, but the team was putting it all together though.
Yeah, we seen that from the documentary.
Yeah. The team was putting it all together.
But the tape had to come out at this point. At this point, the tape had to come out.
Yeah, because originally, it was supposed to be out last November. So y'all just got to see. That's just
they pushed it for months.
Yeah, you can't ride the jail hype too long. So you gotta get some of that out. But
there's a deluxe coming.
That's what I was going. That was my next question. I was going to ask y'all. Did y'all think a deluxe is coming and how soon?
I would say probably usually. Probably be like 2 weeks. 2 weeks or... I mean, I feel like if you wait the whole month, it's already been a month. So you would just want to drop the deluxe when it's hot already.
Okay.
So, that's what usually happens.
Traditionally, you want to drop a music video at this point.
The music video deluxe. First before the deluxe.
Yeah, before the deluxe.
Because that's what you were saying last week. That's what you really wanted from Durk. You wanted to see the music videos. You wanted to see his face on par with the music. To you, that makes the music better. So that's what you need first before we get any sort of extra songs.
Yeah, I mean the music video sometimes makes the song a little better. Usually always makes it a little better. But I mean, with his predicament right now, if he don't got no back end music videos, then he can't make no music videos now until he's really free.
Unless he makes the what?
What the
woke videos?
Okay. I see what you mean.
So just kids in the background.
Yeah.
If anything,
lyrics.
I will go ahead and pull out the prediction now. If anything, the first video that will probably be in that same essence is going to be what you just threw out on the Tastemakers.
Okay. All right.
That'll probably fit into this. That'll definitely fit into the scheme of something that they can definitely put out there.
There's people in the mosque
and put out a positive message.
Yeah.
To rally behind Durk.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, that's a good prediction right there.
That was what we kind of saw in
Yeah.
the documentary. We saw that in the documentary. Besides the scenes in the studio, I feel like that was the message they were putting out.
Just more so the positive side of the music.
Yeah.
I agree. But one thing cool I did see though, like for the album covers, you know how they have the motion covers on.
Yeah, it was moving the words.
Well, no, the if you go to any tracks with the features, they'll have. So if you go to the Jhené Aiko record, they'll have the image of like Jhené Aiko behind glass, like talking to Dirk behind bars. I thought that was a cool thing.
For real.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Like it's on like the cover
like
art.
on the cover.
Oh, that's vicious.
So they went in and invested more so the cover art because they can't do it in the music videos.
Yeah. So double down to what you said about spreading the message through the graphics from last week. So, but I mean, overall, I think the music was cool. I mean, I didn't in the Future record, the Baby record. It was cool for me. I could do it out, but I mean, I guess I like the Future record over the Baby record.
Yeah, I would say too. I would say Future record over the Baby record.
Yeah,
it was alright. The Baby record was alright.
So I mean, we got we got a potential deluxe on the way. That's what we're hoping for. So I mean, we can keep in tune with it.
Yeah, free Dirk.
Free him. Next we got man, rest in peace, Young Scooter. There's a couple rest in peace. Young Scooter, SOP, George Foreman. You know, George Foreman, boxing legend.
Rest in peace, man.
So, you know.
Rest in peace.
I ain't never had, I had me a little grill back in the day.
George Foreman's story is pretty dope, though. I don't know if you ever seen his movie, but he had to basically go back and fight and win that belt, you know, because he was, you know, back against the wall. So if you ever get a chance to see the George Foreman movie, it's just insightful.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. But I mean, yeah,
like he's more than the grill in a sense. Like I know y'all probably know him for the grill and stuff, but
no, I seen that movie.
You seen it?
Yeah, it was a fire movie. Yeah,
no, I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out. But no, yeah, but I mean, that was what he's more notable. Well, he's not notable more from that, but it's just him doing that partnership. I mean, you know, that just took off. But he died at 76, rest in peace. But I mean, in Scooter too, it's a lot going on with that. That's pretty new. That's pretty fresh. So, but we just want to say rest in peace, Scooter. You know,
rest in peace.
But I think we can go right into Kanan after that.
Oh, Raising Kanan.
What y'all think? How did we seen the episode? What episode was it?
It was 4.
Episode 4, Raising Kanan, season 4, episode 4.
How did you like the episode?
I enjoyed it. I will say, Rock. It started off with Rock. She started off with her bullshit in Granny's house.
Oh, you got to see though. You got to just see away from all of that though. Her just being mad, saying forgiveness or whatever the case is. She's hurt. She about to lose her mama. Regardless of whatever thuggish you is or whatever the case is, that's still your mama. So she losing her mom. So
but she not willing to forgive. You can't do all that complaining at the end of the day and you're not willing to forgive somebody.
But the thing is, you got to know who Rock is. She not, you know, she's cutthroat. But deep down inside, she know. You see her tearing up. Yeah. She gonna miss her mama. You know what I'm saying?
You can't tell nobody you dying over collard greens.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a vicious episode. They got B Rilla back up in the stew. He's about to drop a song. I ain't really like that song. That
was a weak record.
That was weak. Yeah.
Ross said he got some fire in the tuck.
Yeah, we just seen a single come out. If you follow the Power soundtrack, you also know all these singles are already out. So that's where I kind of build my theories off of a little bit. We definitely saw B Rilla in the studio. We seen Still Tension with Seinfeld. And then we got also a new introduction with Amani, which I think is going to turn into Lou's next love interest.
Okay, but y'all know what's her name? Lou, famous sister. She's still in town.
Nah, he don't want that.
She
He
went
don't
back to
need that.
L.A.
Oh, she already gone.
Yeah, she already left to
gone.
LA.
He don't want that.
I
though.
digress.
Yeah, that's past Lou.
But
You know
Lil
what I'm saying?
Imani, she look like trouble. I don't know. She look like trouble. She want to be where she had a market.
She trying to take over. She trying to take over Lou's spot. That's what she trying to do.
That's the first thing she said. She said, "I'm not here to interrupt, mess with the business."
And what Lou said,
I'm here to help Berilla.
you interrupted. So, I'm all for my man Lou.
Lil Tom.
But, to go back to it, though, it's crazy. Juke got her first body.
Juke did. And I feel like this is the turning point as far as we really get to see Laverne turn into Jukebox.
I told y'all it was coming, though. And they don't want to give me too much credit for it.
Under these pretenses, I don't know. I wouldn't think Juke would catch a body from Marvin, given their history. But I guess that shows you, like we talked about last episode, that parallel in the growth between them both.
Yeah, they locked in right now, though. She caught a body for her dad because her dad was about to get sliced up. And you already know. Yeah, behind shot, boom. And you see the way she was running. She was scared.
But not only was she running, she was smiling.
Yeah, for
She
like
was
at the
doing a
end.
little giddy run.
Yeah.
When they zoomed in on the shot, if you pull it up, the zoom in shot, she's smiling, she's grinning. And I feel like that's the turning point.
Y'all
didn't notice that?
I
Like when
noticed
they were
that.
in the car?
Yeah, I
Yes.
noticed that.
Yeah,
That's the
okay,
ending of it
yeah.
where she put that grin on and she was just,
That's sadistic.
yeah. That's the real Jukebox when you seen her in Power. So, when she turned into, the Fed, turned into Fed and had a little shawty with her.
But the transition has to come. So these are these changes. These are the things that I guess that we want to see. We want to see how did it all.
I wonder how she became a Fed though. That's just, and how everybody accepted
They've been
that.
teetering the line, like her interest. They've been teetering. She first wants to go to the military.
We can't forget about what's her name? Howard's partner.
But the thing is though, in Power, right? In Power, they never spoke of Lou, Marvin, or Rock. I wonder if when the season ended, they get smoked up because it was only Kanan then and Juke left.
In what sense?
They never ever spoke about it though. Kanan. I mean, when 50 was playing the part on Power, they ain't really speak about his mother for real.
Yeah.
So like, do they get smoked? Like
in the end,
yeah, like they get smoked at the end, like everybody.
I think that's
dead
part of their
type
story.
shit.
Definitely, that's part of Kanan's growth.
But I think mainly it's just the writers didn't have that in mind while they were creating Ghost.
I mean, I feel like somebody's gonna end up getting smoked out at the end. I think.
Yeah. Because Kanan's alone gun, so yeah, they gotta
just got out of jail too. Just got out of jail.
You got to create him as a wild card, as they're doing Neek right now. Neek's doing his big one.
Neek sent Damon on a murder mission,
suicide mission.
That was crazy.
He went with him, and then so they went down. They tore down Lee's place, shot everybody up.
The Chinese don't want no parts with Rock no more. Yeah, that shit was hectic.
They got this spot, and then they got the other Chinese spot. Neek just wants to hurt Rock in every which way. And
Neek linked up with Sal's wife.
Yeah.
That again now gives a green light for retaliation.
Yes, it does.
But who did they say go? Who did she send him to go see?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but it's probably someone within the mob.
She just said they gonna know what to do with them. They gonna know what to do.
And you seen Neek just trying to continue to build pieces. You already last episode predicted that he would be seen either this episode or next. So now with him being a little more in the limelight, him being outside, and obviously all the pieces being pointing back to him. Do you still feel as though Neek is gonna show himself to everybody?
honestly, I think I take that back. I don't think Neek would be seen next episode. I would say probably the next after that or after that. Because
You
they
gotta
just been,
stick with one.
but like, bruh, they've been holding that. Like they just been holding that just so they could squeeze every little life they could get out of Neek being hidden to where Rock has to deal with this issue.
Your man is scared.
I mean, he ain't. I mean,
You had episode 5, so episode 5. So if it's not episode 5,
I say 6. I say 6, 5, or 6. It will be one of those. It will either be the next one or the 6. Because you know how they gonna play it out. He gonna make another move on the 5th episode. Then boom, Rock finally finds out it was Neek.
And Neek was in the basement, and Marvin came there, or they was at the garage. He said, "You want to be a dead man, or you want to be alive?" He said, "I'm gonna stay dead for a little bit while longer." So Neek now, I don't know. Neek not ready for all that.
Ely definitely got introduced to Stefano. I think that's going to be a rocky connection, only due to the fact that Ely has ties to Neek still. So with him being introduced through Marvin, now Marvin has to hold all the weight. He has to hold all the weight if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, and you see Kanan, you see in the unravel of the real Kanan. Got his new spot. Got his new spot with Crystal. Got little cuz just pulling up to the crib, giving the bread. You already
Crystal
know.
said, "I gotta stop, y'all. You doing the same thing, Kanan."
She said that's it though. She said that's it. He could just come bring you the money, but that's it. Nothing else.
But why ain't nobody talk about how Neek got at him, and then they just linked up like it was nothing? Like,
because that can't be put into perspective yet. Because Crystal doesn't know Neek.
Yeah, she don't know Neek.
She described him, but again,
no, I'm saying not because Neek and not the episode we talking about right now. The episode from last week, Neek hit up Kanan's old spot. They got some money. They hit up the midget.
Yeah.
This episode, we seen the midget dropping off the last of the little junk.
I don't even think the midget knew who Neek was. I don't think the midget knew. So, you know what I'm saying? If the midget knew, then yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it might be Kanan, the one that's going to be telling his moms that Neek is alive. That's my prediction. It'll be Kanan. Because he just hit up his spot. Kanan going to find out some type of way to just see who hit up his spot. Or Neek just going to show face to Kanan.
So you switching it up? I thought you had Marvin. For that.
Nah, Marvin was close though. But that's the thing though. They played that card already with Marvin being close. So he ain't see him. He dipped out. So that card was already played.
With Andre being dead and bringing more awareness from the NYPD on Rock into operation, I feel as though Marvin might be put in a situation again. He just caught this body. He caught the body again where they were doing the sports betting. Now, again, this might tie him up to the connection. So it might bring the police on their tail. With Neek being introduced, that obviously gives Rock someone to put it on again when it all went on. You know, Rock is known for that.
Yeah.
So
it was Neek.
If Neek does get introduced in that way, in that fashion, it might be in the sense like they did last episode. Rock and Ronnie didn't get introduced until the final episode. So if we get that reunion, it wouldn't be too surprising from Power, because that's what we got from the last season. And you got to think how powerful those two characters were. Ronnie only got to get really one episode as far as dialogue with Rock, that whole series. Ronnie was putting people down.
Yeah, Ronnie was putting people down.
Ronnie wasn't playing.
Ronnie had issues.
We got from season 5. We got from episode 5 trailer, which I think I took the most, was Famous reconnecting with his mom on the bed. So that just shows me they've been throwing it around. Amani already introduced Famous as the next wonder, as the next hit. She hinted that Lou knew about his whereabouts. So only thing I could assume is we are gonna get a reappearance from Famous.
But he gonna go to jail or get smoked?
He not go.
That's his faith at this point, but he has to come home.
I wonder, like, I don't know though. The way that they set it up, I feel like they might just have a backstory of just how famous, where he went, what he did, how he got to
famous episode.
Yeah, like a famous joint to.
They're definitely gonna give a little backstory.
Yeah, or like a famous, like, I don't know if famous was hot enough to just have his own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his own shit, like his own show. But
I mean, no, I'm not giving him a show. If anything, I'm giving him about 10 minutes, 15 minutes screen time to just let me know where you've been. But I'm not giving him a show, dog. Come on.
I mean, shit, though. Famous.
You want a whole show?
I mean, the thing is, though, Famous was booming, though. Famous had a little record. He gonna be a rapper.
Yeah.
He gonna get back up with Lou.
But he does not play the whole.
Not for the
He doesn't
show.
play a whole series
That's
in the Power universe.
You would you would give Rock a show before
Rock is
Famous.
just,
You'll give Marvin a show, Lou. Like you give
Rock is just slimy.
You give
I don't
one
want a
dummy
full
for
show of Rock or how she grew up. She just slimy.
But yeah, the teaser was interesting. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to know. Spoiler. I mean, it's nice to know that Rock survives her. Well, no. Well, I guess they showed that. They showed that to us. Rock survives her mission to see the plug. So
yeah, she survived that. I mean, nobody was going to step to Rock like that and thought shit was sweet.
Ark is also trying to expand. She already explained that she does not want to be a middleman. She does not want to be a middleman. She don't want to touch it at all. She wants to be wholesale. She met with Joaquin. Joaquin took her through the back alley, and it only showed me that Rock is willing to do anything to control the game. Y'all got to understand. She had no choice. She was ultimately just tied to just her relentlessness to be the best in the game. That's what made her get in the car. So, like you brought up, we don't see Rock, or we weren't really introduced to her. So maybe she gets taken out.
Yeah, no,
through all of this, through trying to be New York's finest.
Yeah, no, she gonna get taken out.
Kanan is his own businessman. All right.
Yeah, you see how they be setting it up. Lou might be the last one standing. I'm gonna be real. Marvin, got to go. So,
but all right, we'll tune into the next episode. Y'all let us know what y'all thought in the comments. All right.
Let us know how our theories are holding up.
Yeah, let me know.
Yo, I seen a crazy story the other day. Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez. Dude was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He targeted a man who molested his child, basically. So it kind of happened. The case happened about I want to say into
2022.
2022. So dude found out that the guy Cain found out that the dude was molesting his child. So dude goes on a whole rampage, does a drive, like basically gets into a
road rage. He road rage.
Yeah. So he's shooting out the car. He end up shooting. End up shooting the dude that he was trying to shoot. End up shooting like his relative or something else. But all that, like,
so the other two people in this car was her relatives.
Yeah.
Now that makes more sense.
So he ain't even get him. But I mean, I believe he is facing the guy that, that's alleged for. He is facing charges right now. I don't think he's convicted of anything. He's trying to say he's guilty, but for all that to crash out like that for your kid, yo, I just thought that was I just had to ask, like, is that justified crash out? Like, what lengths would you go for your child if some fucked up shit is going on? Like, what do you do when you have to protect your child? Like, when you is it wrong? Like, when you act because the anger side of it, or is it the parental side where it's just like, nigga, I gotta go crazy. Nah, man. What would you like? What?
In his situation, he was sentenced. Speaking from him, I feel like he was misguided only because I understand the point, but the objective wasn't met in a sense,
objective wasn't met.
In a sense, in a sense, you did all of that broad daylight and you endangered children. And that was the whole point of this situation. So again, I don't think anything that results in death should be justified. I know crash out, you're gonna crash out, and sometimes things are uncontrollable. But this man, I'm talking about rammed into the car, running through private schools, a whole highway chase,
shooting out the window,
But he didn't start shooting until they got out the car. Well, I mean, he probably was firing while they were operating the vehicle, but they got out the car, he rammed into the car and let fire. So all of that in public, everyone being involved, that's not justified. That's definitely not justified crash out.
Yeah, I mean, he stayed 10 toes down for his kid, but I wouldn't handle it on that approach. I mean, I would handle it on the approach of, I'm not doing all that. I'm going to smoke the fool, though, yeah. I'm going to smoke him, you know what I'm saying? He got to die about that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know Raj was saying death is never justified. Fuck all that. You do something on my kid, yeah, bro, I'm smoking you.
It's up for you.
It's up for me. You feel me? That's just how it's gonna be, and that's how it's gonna stay. So you put your hands on my kid, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You do some dumbass shit like that to my little kid, yeah, nah, I'm smoking you. You got to go for that.
A lot of people they're giving outrage kind of in a good way, because I mean, they mad he even got time for all of this.
I mean, honestly though,
because he's been out on house arrest this whole time since 2022.
Nah, he shouldn't.
Kids got hit.
Oh, what you mean? Kids got hit for real?
Kids got hit. What's the outrage?
With the strap?
Meaning with the bullets. Not with the
That's
strap.
what
He
I'm saying.
didn't pistol whip the kid.
I mean, the bullets. It was getting hit with the bullets.
Yeah, bystanders.
Like I said, I wasn't going to do it that type of way, though. That's crazy work. You having the kids get hit.
I didn't see that.
Nah, I mean, if the kids was getting hit, then shit, you gotta do jail time for that. You ain't, there's none of those kids' fault that shit happened. You feel me? Just go direct to the person that did that and do your business.
You gotta crash out the right way.
Yeah, you gotta crash out the right way if you're gonna crash out the right way. I mean, honestly though, if you smoke that fool, I mean, I think the court gonna understand the situation if there is heavy proof that's saying that he was doing this shit to the kid and all of that shit though.
I mean, the DA they asked for him to get 30 years. So
30 years.
I mean, he got 5. So y'all
I'll take 5 over 30.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get too bad of an end of the deal.
I mean, 5 years. But he didn't. But the thing is, what Raj was saying, he ain't even smoked the fool, and you got 5 years.
But yeah, I don't know why. I was like, dude's an MMA fighter. I don't know why he ain't just
he just hop out and just
throw hands.
Yeah, just whoop his ass or something.
He had to do all that. But I mean, that's why I
no,
said,
but that extent
when is your child? When is
yeah,
you're not thinking.
And the kid was what 4 years old, right, or 5 years old. You just put that kid through lifetime of trauma just because you just was doing some bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna smoke you beyond my kid. I'm sorry. You gotta go.
Pat McAfee, y'all got to see the new interview, the unreleased version, not the ESP version, but the unreleased version.
I seen a little bit of it though. I seen a little bit.
No, what did he say?
LeBron.
King James, baby, King James.
LeBron gave him an all-access pass about the journey. The journey, 40 years in the making. 20 years in the league, but 40 years in the making.
Bro, that shit's like a golden ticket. If you could just get an interview with LeBron James, yeah, that's a golden ticket. He just got a golden ticket to just get it. Yeah, to just get it was unfiltered too, right?
Unfiltered. So he got a YouTube channel. So his YouTube version is different than the ESPN's version because they couldn't give you everything that LeBron says.
So he be really giving it up.
Yeah, LeBron,
he's the new Woj right now. I'm not saying that he, in a sense, is better or worse, but again, from the inside knowledge, the insider knowledge, Pat got it. He's going to give it to you.
Yeah. And you got to remember, LeBron is from Cleveland, Ohio. So yeah,
That's from-
you take from that and just run with it.
So what was your thoughts?
It was funny though in some aspect though. I know that he was talking about this little part where he was saying that, you know, his favorite, you know, snack is a chocolate chip cookie.
He talking about the Pat Riley story.
Yeah, the Pat Riley story.
That's dope because he went and spoke on it because people brought it up in another podcast. They brought up that's one of the reasons why LeBron left Miami.
Yeah, because he didn't get
Pat
no.
Riley be taking his snacks.
Nah, Pat Riley is someone part of the Heat organization.
Yeah.
And he basically insinuated that he took his cookies, his chocolate chip cookies, fresh baked, and it was an issue. But it's something that he spoke about. But he said it was nothing crazy though. But that's definitely funny.
Yeah, he said D-Wade gave him that look. And he was like, yeah, Pat strikes again. Pat strikes again.
But it's crazy to just hear that Bron's 40 years old, 20 years in the league, so spent literally half of his time
of living in the NBA.
And not only in the NBA, but contributing, you know, pushing forward the league. And he acknowledged at 13 is when he knew. He knew that, like, yeah, I was different. Looking at all the other kids in the gym, that I am different.
No, LeBron is him, though. I got a question, though. Would you guys take LeBron over MJ, or would you take MJ over LeBron?
LeBron. LeBron.
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
Or LeBron James.
LeBron.
I go Braun too.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Just because that's our era.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Twins right on that because we'll never be able to witness something like this type of greatness again. Just like he said,
okay, then
our era will never be able to witness this.
Okay.
They had the Jordan era. We had the LeBron era.
So our era, Kobe or LeBron?
LeBron.
I say Braun too.
Oh, you're gonna make a lot of Lakers fan mad.
Well,
LeBron is the greatest.
Lakers and Lakers.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, they already know Kobe is the heart of the Lakers. But I go Braun though. I go Braun for sure.
LeBron is still in the league and still breaking records. Like
at 40 years old, though, you know what I'm saying? At 40 years old, still out there dropping 25, 10 rebounds, like 7 assists, or he'll re-rock it 25, 12 assists, and about like 7 rebounds. Like LeBron's out there, 40 years old, still moving like he 25.
And that's what he spoke on. He said, although athletically he might be going down just a tad, he is definitely growing in wisdom.
Yeah.
And it speaks on like I just want to go back to what you said about Kobe and them. He also mentioned that him and Kobe started off the relationship in 08.
Yeah.
It grew in the 2012 Olympics, but they really never had a true relationship until LeBron went and became a Laker and Kobe retired. And then that was when they were able to just speak more, is what he kind of discussed in the interview, and gave him that wisdom that just, you know, that allowed him to continue to push and break records. So I thought that was interesting because, you know, they say Kobe reaches out, you know, when you're ready. But you gotta be ready though too.
Nah, LeBron always been ready though, and you know LeBron also quoted that he don't spend $1 million on his body. Okay. He don't quote. He quoted that he said he don't know where the hell that shit came from.
But he definitely invests in.
He put a shit ton of bread on.
They thought Braun got work done.
Nah. No, I'm talking about like just like invest like a meal, like how they got like
in your training regimen.
Yeah, like all the trainings, like, you know, all the ice, like the ice jump that you go up in,
the
shit
cryo
like
chambers.
That. Yeah, like you got.
But he invests in that though.
Yeah, like I think he has his own.
Yeah,
like
sure.
So
I feel like if what he emphasizes, he invests the most is his personal chef, his eating habits.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that a lot because they'll be like, you know, Braun will just he'll have his meal pack. Where he ain't eat nothing but the meal prep on the plane.
Yeah.
Wherever they go.
So his chef got his stuff down to a T.
Unless it's Tuesday. He love his Taco
Tacos.
Tuesdays.
They mentioned
Yeah,
that.
he does.
I love that too on Prize Picks.
Yeah, Taco Tuesdays on Prize Pick.
Not an ad.
But, you know, he was talking about wisdom. So, you know, you guys picked that up. He was talking about wisdom. That's how you know you got to take the rebounds and assists on LeBron James over. That's how you get it. Over. Wisdom. Yeah. He not looking to score. He go down there and score. Bro, I had this one parlay, bro, that LeBron was the last one to hit. It was a Taco 2, bro. It was point rebounds and assists over like 32.5. He had like 17 in the third. I was like, yeah, this shit not gonna hit.
But how long was the leg? That's the
It
real
was
question.
6. It was a 6 leg.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So you know what I'm saying? And he was the last one. So LeBron, I'm over here. Yeah, LeBron not gonna hit. I'm watching the game. LeBron just going off. LeBron going off.
So
I'm
you
like,
think you got it in the tuck?
no, I had it in the tuck, fool. After the third, started 17. After the third, shit was at like 28. I was like, damn, Bron, what the fuck? Like, yeah. And this was when he had Luka on the floor too. So, you know, him and Luka was going crazy. But nah, LeBron cashed my 6 leg
It's
on
about
that.
to be playoff basketball. Y'all not worried about no play-in. Y'all looking good.
Yeah, nah, we ain't
Y'all
worried
looking
about that
good.
though.
Y'all looking good.
We gonna win though. Luka, different human.
He's gonna get one.
Bro, yeah.
The
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
team is shaping up.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. We got Austin Reeves, Dante Kincaid, we got Vanderbilt. You know, we got a little couple pieces. Rue Hachimura. We got a little couple pieces, but I don't know if it's strong enough.
Bron's
to
different
take it.
playoff basketball, so we just
He
gonna see
is.
how him and Luka mesh.
He is though, but I don't know. I don't know if they could take it all the way there. They've been hooping though. I've been seeing Luka been averaging 35. Yeah, coming to the Lakers 35, triple doubles every other game. It's going crazy. Yeah, he going crazy with it. But yeah, LeBron and Luka for the championship. I'm telling you, let's hope and pray.
When in doubt, flex it out.
Yo. Oh no flex. Power play. Power. You put a good 100 on power, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get up. Full leg. You got to bet on the playoffs too. You bullshitting over there. You need to tap in with me. You seen I just hit.
I did see. I definitely see you put in a little lay.
So you seen I just hit. I'm really like that. So you know what I'm saying?
Did he show you the sports better specials or?
Nah, I showed him the 4 legs.
He created the account. He created the account.
That's me. I made that jump before waiting for y'all to come through over here. I was just there, just looking at this jump. Yeah, this gonna hit. This is just the shit that goes in my head while I be sport betting. Yeah, his matchups is with Cuz. He not gonna hit. Or he gonna come short, or he gonna come out and really ball the fuck out.
You betting the over, you're not betting the under, right?
I bet the unders too, though, depending on who it is, though. Rudy Gobert is one of my favorite unders. He be bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, and Towns. Towns been bullshitting lately. Brunson ain't been here, so you already know he been trying to take over. He ain't been doing it. So yeah.
So I also want to go ahead and ask y'all 250 points in the O League. LeBron went in and said he would score. Antetokounmpo would score 250 points if he played in the O League.
Hell yeah.
Is that accurate?
Damn right. Giannis is a beast.
And he's just only speaking about, I'm guessing, just mass, strength, and just overall power. Because, obviously the players back then, they allowed them to play.
Yeah, if you ever heard of Giannis, the Greek freak.
Yes.
The big. You got him scoring 250 in?
But how old? Like,
nah, we just talking about like old school generation. Like we talking about when Jordan played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Giannis is scoring 250.
Is he hitting 100 by himself now?
No. But Giannis, but I'm gonna be real with you. Giannis is him. I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't have as far as I guess people with that wingspan. That many people with that wingspan.
Not at all. Yeah, you got Giannis scoring at least a good.
That durability, like
yeah, a good 32, 35.
2-3 dribbles to the paint.
And he really bodies you. Like he really like some of the people that defended him going with him when he go into the paint. Like he really,
and that wasn't a shot dominated league. So Steph Curry, he changed the game with the three. So that wasn't really much of a shot dominated league. So he'd be down there just getting straight buckets down low.
Y'all taking account
and less dribbles.
His game now.
Bro, he'll give you a good 35
in the sense of kind of transition, because his game right now transition back in the day. Because they often say players now couldn't play in the league, which the older players played in.
Yeah, because they say this shit's sweet now. Before it was
more fouls.
Yeah, more fouls.
Created carry. Yeah, just a lot of more dead ball possession.
Before they let you play.
I don't know if this is a tangent, but so are y'all on the stance of the NBA is getting a little bit more boring now, or is it?
I wouldn't say
more enjoyable than like from y'all growing up.
Adam Silver was going to veto or he did veto. Again, I don't know if that was confirmed, but the trade with Luka. In the sense of the NBA is getting boring because they want more interactive fans engaged with the viewership. So obviously that's not putting stacked teams together. You know, to a sense, teams. Yes, to a sense, people want to get that excitement and that edge from the game.
I mean, they got a lot of stacked teams right now, though. I'll be real with you, but the league is just getting a little soft.
Bron mentioned that with Rondo. He mentioned that with Rondo, like the Celtics was the first super team.
Yeah. Yeah, the Celtics was the first super team.
They don't like to talk about that.
Yeah, back when they had Paul Pierce. Yeah, Paul Pierce was a bucket. Yeah, but it's just getting a little soft, though. Like, you get a little, it's a foul. You get a little shove, it's a foul. Back then, yeah, they used to throw you on the floor.
I just seen who was just brawling in the last game.
Yeah, for what I'm trying to tell you, they get down, bro. Like before, the ref used to let that shit go. Yeah, do that. You good. Yeah, but now you text everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got Draymond, king of text. One little yell.
Oh well, he's an asshole. Yeah, I know that.
Oh, no, Draymond is.
Draymond's trying to fight for Defensive Player of the Year again this year, but it's in the running with my mans. I can't think of him right now, but he has the highest most steals currently. So I think he was a shoo-in. He's a shoo-in for it, but Draymond is expressing that he is trying to make a run for it this year.
I mean, shit. Draymond can play some defense, though. That's one thing I can say. Draymond can play some defense. But, yeah, Golden State, about to get knocked off. Sorry.
We're looking forward to playoff basketball, and I hope you guys are looking forward to this week's Tastemakers list. Episode 7, man. It's been dope kicking it with y'all, brothers.
Yes, sir. It's been dope.
Go ahead and sign it off, man. My name is 00 Twin.
J Money.
Raj Car fam. Until next time.
Episode 7, baby.
Let's go.